Hey everyone, welcome back to today's video. Today's video is actually a sort of a special one that was asked by one of you guys because they said they were very interested in trying to buy one of the units that I've unboxed and uncovered, which is the Magicminer MO01. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about my overall opinions on it, but I want to walk you through some setup stuff, some things that I don't like about the unit itself, as well as some of the other questions that the other person asked. So first things first, I just wanted to give you guys a quick overview of what the market looks like right now. I know that it looks horrible. One of my favorite colors is red, but this is not what I want to see. I want to see everything in green. So obviously, with that being said, anything that I say about this is 100% my own personal opinion, not financial advice. Don't do what I do unless you do your own due diligence and you learn and know what you're getting yourself into. With that being said, thank you Magicminer for supplying me with the MO01. And this is actually going to be the second video on it. I might actually do a third one depending on if I answer everyone's questions with this video. Down in the comments below, let me know if there's any other questions you guys have with for this unit or the Magicminer FM01 that I have over here, which I still absolutely love. It's a great unit. I did have an issue with it the other day twice where it seemed like it got really hot on the chip temps. So I've got to see if there's an update for that so I can potentially update it as well. Just have to wait and see. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive into the Magicminer homepage. So this is their homepage. It's magicminer.cc. This is their official website. If you guys are interested in buying anything from Magicminer, use my referral link down in the discount code, as well as my referral link down in the description below, as well as my discount code to save you a couple bucks. And actually, believe it or not, they did have my video up here as well in the spotlight section, which was really cool. And it was actually pertaining to that guy right there. And it might also be with the MO01. But as you can see, there are plenty of other YouTubers that have gotten this stuff. And this one right here is the one that I did, which I'm excited to see that it's actually on here. I would love to get my hands on a BG02 or BG01. I think they're all great units. This is actually one that I would absolutely love to really be able to get, is the Fluminer L2, but that's for another video and another time and place. But for this video, we're going to go over this guy right here, which is the MO01. So first things first, I'm going to tell you guys my overall opinion on it is I love this unit, but there are things that I don't like about it. You guys just have to stay tuned to be able to see what they are. I'll cover those here really soon when we go around to the unit itself. So first things first, let's take a look and see what the specs are on this unit. First thing is right here. It does say it's a 3-in-1, runs roughly 17 watts max. I will tell you right now that it is actually a little bit more than 17 watts if you are doing wireless charging as well as crypto mining. So you can do both at the same time, and it's going to be a little bit more than that, as well as the kilohash. It's going to be 770 kilohash per second, depending on the silicone lottery that you have with the unit that you get. With that being said, please be very mindful that these units, they don't actually mine with a large amount of hash rate, so it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to find an actual pool that will accept these, especially when you're looking at Bitcoin Cash. Now, I just finished recording a video yesterday going over what I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be setting up my own Bitcoin Cash node. And once I actually figure out how to set it up properly, as well as how to set my miners onto that pool directly, at that point I will go ahead and move my Magicminer MO01 from here back to my apartment, and at that point I will actually have it solo mining for me to my own pool directly. Now, these units are capable of solo mining anything that's on the SHA-256 algorithm, so just keep that in mind as well. There are some dedicated pools that will be able to monitor and accept very low hash rate, like what we see here at 770 kilohash. But those are mainly for Bitcoin itself. Bitcoin Cash, because it's a different coin, there's very few pools that actually will accept these guys. So right here, these are the specs for the unit itself. It is a SHA-256 algo. It does say it mines at 17 watts max. It is a 3-in-1 wireless charger, and it says cannot be used simultaneously. you'll be able to see on the screen there that it's going to be mining when I am actually wireless charging. Whether or not that's a glitch in my unit or not, I'm not sure. I need to see if there's an actual update for it, because, spoiler warning, the couple of things that I don't like, one of them is the sensitivity of the screen. The screen is not as sensitive as I would like. So Magicminer, I know you guys are seeing this. Can you guys please do something with that, the functionality of the screen, so that way it's more responsive. So that's one of the biggest gripes I do have, but here you can see everything else that it has. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and head over here to the unit itself to go ahead and show you guys what we're looking at. And while we're over there, I'm going to go ahead and pull this screen back up just so maybe we can see something amazing happen. I'll be right back in a second. All right, guys, here's the Magicminer itself. Just like I just told you guys about in the video just a second ago, the screen sensitivity is not what I would expect it to be. But I've been talking with Magicminer since last night, and they told me that what we're all used to with Android devices or iOS devices, those types of screens are extremely responsive because of the operating systems. This guy is actually running on Linux, so that means that the system itself is not going to be as responsive. But they did say that it does seem like my unit itself does have a fault with the screen. And here you can see it is sort of moving the way that I want it to. Not as fluid as I would expect it to, but that is something I'm working with Magicminer to go ahead and get corrected. So if we click on the settings gear right here, this will take us into a whole nother menu where we can set up Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, the screensavers, sounds. But I found this out yesterday as well. If you scroll all the way to the very bottom down here, there's going to be another menu that is pertaining to the unit itself. And inside there, you can go ahead and check for updates, just in case there is one for the unit. And this one did have an update yesterday, so I did update it. The screen is slightly more responsive, but as you can see, it's still very slow and laggy. But right here where it says My Information, if I were to click on this, it would actually take me to the actual information page for the unit itself. And I want to show you guys what the unit is currently running as far as watts. And it's pulling roughly 2.3 watts. I'm going to go and put my cell phone on top of here for wireless charging. As you can see right here, it does say right down here it is currently wireless charging. And it does pull roughly 8 watts. Now earlier you did hear me say that I believe that wireless charging and mining does happen at the same time. And the reason being is when this thing is actually connected to Wi-Fi, and I was doing my testing on this yesterday, it did show 19 watts when I connected my phone to the top, put my phone on top of the unit itself for charging. So that's the reason why I do think that this guy is capable of mining as well as charging at the same time. It's just going to be at a very low mining rate, not enough to really, do much for you guys. So just it'll be one of those, one or the other, whichever one you decide you want to do. Now, if I wanted to go ahead and set up the Wi-Fi, it's as simple as clicking on here on the Wi-Fi section. When it does transition over, it'll have a little scan function right over here. You click on that, and then you could actually do the drop down for whatever Wi-Fi is available. Put your password in. A keyboard does populate, but please be very mindful that this unit itself, my unit, the touchscreen is not as responsive as it should be, so it is a bit more difficult to do. But if I remember correctly, on the initial setup, there was a QR code. Once you do the QR code, you can actually put the information in via the web browser on your phone, or if you're able to connect to the built-in Wi-Fi that this guy has initially, you can go ahead and then set your Wi-Fi password as well as the Wi-Fi network itself. So with all that being said, this little guy is really cool. I like it. I'm gonna meet you guys back over in the computer here in a second, and we'll just see what we see with the rest of the video. All right, I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, welcome back. We are now back inside of the computer itself, so we can take a look at the GUI. As you can see right here, it is still mining at 780.06 kilohash. We do have our overview, which is our basic information for the unit itself. As far as pool settings, this is where we go ahead and set our pools. As you can see here, I do have this set up on 2 miners, so I will try to jump into 2 miners to see if this guy shows up, and I can guarantee you it's not going to. The other pool that we can go ahead and connect to is going to be Jellyfish, which is another YouTuber's pool that him and his team came up with for these little miners. If I wanted to go ahead and try to solo mine Bitcoin, that's where I would put this guy, but I'm trying to do Bitcoin Cash. Here, under the upload screensavers, we can actually come in and choose a file if we want. And let me see if I can find a picture I want to use. Alright guys, so I was gonna try to go ahead and upload a picture that would work, but unfortunately at the moment I can't find any of the pictures that I do have saved to my desktop itself, so I can't walk you guys through that. But it would be as simple as you choose a file, you select it, as long as it's actually in .png form and it is a 480 by 480, it'll actually show up in here, and then you'll see it down here, and then you can select it from here and it should load up into the unit itself. And then same thing with the boot video. This is the original video that it comes with. If I wanted to go ahead and put another video in, I would do the same thing, boot it up, and then submit it or upload it and be done with it. Upload alarms. These are the basic alarms, and you can replace any of them if you want. You can actually access these through the actual alarm section, which would be with the clock itself. So what I want to do right now is I want to go ahead and come back in here, and I want to go to Magicminer's website because I want to see if they actually have any software page for firmware, to see if we can upgrade our firmware on this. So I actually haven't really dug around through too much on their site, but I did want to go ahead and see if I could find something really quick. Usually, there we go, there's firmware right there, so we'll click on that and let's see what we can find. MO01, great, I have one here, I need to update it. It looks like that's the only software that's here. It is from October 9th of 2025, which is probably the same update that I already currently have in there. And it looks like that's the only firmware that's available is for the FMO1. So Magicminer, please do me a solid and actually fix the touchscreen sensitivity on that, because it is not that good. And with that being said, we're coming up to the end of the video, and I wanted to go ahead and tell you the last thing that I don't like about this, and also Magicminer, maybe you guys could fix this with a software update. I want everyone to know that I am currently using a Google Pixel 9 Pro, and I don't usually have connectivity issues with any form of Bluetooth devices, but this unit here does seem to be very, very finicky, and it does not want to go ahead and connect like it should. With that being said, I want to say thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have any further questions, or if you guys want me to check anything else out on this unit, please let me know down in the comments below. I am 100% happy to do another video on this unit. And hopefully Magicminer, if you guys can go ahead and get some firmware update ready for this guy, I'm ready to go ahead and walk everyone through the process of updating one of these units. With that being said, thank you all for joining me in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I would say I'm sorry for showing you guys all the issues that I have with the unit, but you know what? That's what you guys want to see. So overall, I personally like the unit. It can be frustrating when I'm trying to sit there and navigate through, but what I do is I just have it sitting right over here, and I just click on the chart instead of having it pulled up on my laptop like this. So at least that way it's off over here to the side. I can see it. When I see some movement, I can make whatever changes I need with my positions. All right, everyone, thank you for joining me in today's video. It's been a great time having you guys here with me today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, turn the bell notifications set to all, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.